Welcome to this matchday vlog between AFC Bournemouth and Burnley. Last time we played Burnley in the Cup, it was all smiles, but in front of fans, last time we played them was in the league. And that didn't go well.
Get in! Is this going to be checked?
Hopefully none of the dreaded VAR today. That remains to be seen whether that's the case. So, big game. Burnley, top of the Championship, odds on for promotion, playing a beautiful brand of football. None of this Brexit football, Sean Dyche ball, none of this anti-football. Couldn't watch that every week. All that's gone. Cry arse bingo from Twitter. I've probably completed it with a few of those sayings, right? However, Bournemouth, we need to pick up a win. Momentum's key. In the Premier League, look, we're above the dotted line. However, our form suggests we may go beneath it. So to pick up a win today would inspire confidence. Scoring goals would be handy too, because next week we got Brentford. This is the Back of the Net Matchday vlog. Let me take you on our journey. Come on! We've arrived, and Lucy's scarf is caught in this bush here. Oh, come on, what? Gotta get to the game. Hello Thomas.
Hello mate, you alright?
How are you?
Yeah, not bad, you?
Yeah, team news is out. Do you want to tell me all about it, mate?
Yeah, we've interested. I think we've gone relatively strong, to be honest. Nearly full strength. Travers we knew was staying. Smithy, I think as I said in the preview, kind of because he's suspended for the next league game, I knew he'd be in. And he's got the armband. He's got Stevens and Maps. No, is it Maps or is it Celesi? Can't remember. Celesi, sorry. But with Stevens. Stevens, probably a big chance for him today, because if he wants to stay with the club, he's got to have a good performance. Samura's back in. But then midfield stronger than I thought. Lewis Cook's playing, not Pearson. He's gone Rothwell and Billing. And then we've got, I thought, you see Jamal Lowe, you see Marconde. I thought we'd definitely see Dembele, but we haven't. We've got Christie, and then we've gone, started Christie on the right. We've got Anthony back on the left. Hopefully we'll have that Jay-Z Anthony. Yeah. And then Solanke. So we've gone strong, mate. Good options on the bench. I think it's only really Lerma that's not about. Everyone else on the bench, but I'm just surprised, really, that we haven't given people like Dembele. Yeah. I mean, if I'm him, I'm banging on the door, mate, going, what do I do? But they've made 6 changes, so they've got a little bit. They've got a good squad, but they've got a bit weaker. But O'Neill's kind of said, we've gone stronger, we need to win this. So if he doesn't win today, there'll be questions. But I think we'll have enough. I really do now. Look at that team, we can have enough, surely.
Ryan's here. Still yet to see a goal.
Hopefully today's the day.
Hopefully it is, mate. Although Burnley, they've gone relatively strong, haven't they?
Yeah, it looks like quite a strong team for them, I think. We thought they might rest a few weeks, their championship form and push for promotion, but good luck to them. We'll see how we go today.
But then they've got enough of a gap at the top of the table, which means they can probably afford to play their best players. Because you know what? Momentum is key. Look, do you remember when Eddie Howe, do you remember that Millwall FA Cup match, 3-0? We changed our team completely, and then momentum was then lost for the rest of January. Yeah. So maybe Vincent Company's thinking, you know what, play our best team and try to get the win, and then we'll carry the form into the league campaign next weekend. But both teams need form. Yeah. A win is crucial for us today, isn't it?
It feels like today could get us going, but if it goes the other way, it's almost like we've hit not rock bottom, but we can't go much worse. So it'd be good to get Dom a goal, a bit of confidence, even a clean sheet, but it might be asking for a bit too much.
Last time in the FA Cup against Burnley, we went and won 2-0.
Yes, we did, yeah.
We were the Championship side, they were the Premier League side.
Oh, yeah.
Now the Championship side is visiting the Premier League side, albeit at Vitality Stadium. How are you feeling about today, Tix? How are you feeling?
Form matters, I suppose. They've gone with a strong team, haven't they, Burnley? Yeah. And they are flying at the top of the Championship. We are floundering a little bit at the moment. I think that's fair to say. But we've gone with a strong side as well. So we were always saying, like last season, I don't remember, like different games we'd go to and we'd play, and we'd always say, yeah, we've got real quality, and we have still got real quality in this team. And it's whether our quality can shine through. We've got to work as hard as they work. That'll be the telling thing for me today,
Right, Tom, what's your prediction for today then, mate? What are you going for?
I'm going to say we're going to nick it 2-1.
Yeah?
Yeah, we're going to nick it. I think it'll be a good game. I'm hoping it'll be quite end-to-end and quite exciting. Burnley play completely different football now. Having said that, they have got Ashley Barnsley in the line, who's a shithouse. But I'd like to think we'll be a bit braver. I'd like to think we'll get a few goals. So, yeah, I hope we'll nick it 2-1. With the team we got out, we should have enough.
Right, here's what I'm going for. Replay at Turf Moor and a trip to the cricket club, mate.
I'm out.
Are we going all out Vegas pyrotechnics today? Have you got any a word on the street with regards
I
to
don't
that?
think there's going to be the pyrotechnics. There might be the little video again from last week, which was quite nice if you haven't seen it. I'm trying to get a copy of it so we can like put a little sneak peek on our channel, but hasn't happened yet.
Ryan, what's your prediction then?
I'm going to predict a 2-1 win. I'm hoping for at least a goal today. But yeah, just positive football. Play like a home team, play like we're a team in the Premier League against someone who's not. But 2-1 win, and let's just hope that with some good subs maybe, we can get a win today.
I am going for a 2-1 win for Bournemouth. It's going to be a very hard-fought game. We're going to go 1-0 down, and then we're going to come back and we get 2 goals in the second half.
By the way, excellent work with Lucy's scarf earlier, mate. I thought it was really good, really good work. Hopefully we won't get as tangled up on the pitch today.
No, I'm quite good when my fingers are in a bush.
Right, we're in the queue for the North Stand. Introduce yourself to everyone.
I'm Benjamin.
All right, what are your predictions, boys? What are you going for? Start with Benjamin.
2-1 Bournemouth.
That's what I like to see. What are you going for?
2-0
2-0. Who's going to be scoring for us?
Kiefer Moore.
Yeah.
And 2 goals for Kiefer Moore.
He's going to come off the bench and score 2. What are you going for?
Tavernier and Solanke.
Love it. Up the Cherries.
In all departments.
12 minutes to kick off, and Tom Jordan, you're not double parked, are you, mate?
Nah, Steve. But
Yeah.
squeeze them in, mate. Squeeze them in.
12 minutes to kick off. Hey, Stephen.
Hello, Sam.
Yeah, very good, mate. Cup runs, we love them. Burnley, how are we going to do against them? We beat them last time.
Well, yeah, but we have struggled against them on many occasions as well. We've not got best records here,
No.
but we could do with a cup run, couldn't we? Let's just get a bit of excitement and enjoyment back into the quarterbacks. It's been a bit flat of late, but it'd be good to see a few goals, if nothing else. And what's happening here?
Tick's trying to lift me up off the ground.
Adam said to us.
I'm on my tippy toe tracks. Oh, you know what? Now, from one extreme to the other, I've got to bend my knees. All right, mate. What are you going for? Prediction.
3-1 Bournemouth.
To Bournemouth. All right.
He wasn't like
That's good. Ben's here as well. As usual, cool, calm, collect yourself. Ben, what are you going for?
2-0 loss.
Cheers, mate. You made me really happy. Right, let's get the show on the road. We've started as we mean to go on. Burnley 1-0.
Goal scorer for Burnley 17 is Manuel Benson.
Come on! Come on! Frustration creeping in there. Burnley fans are olaying at every pass they make. Get it! Ryan Christie with the goal. Defensive calamity from Burnley.
Number 10, Ryan Christie!
You can't have Ryan Christie one-on-one. He's going to score every time.
Oh, dearie me, like defensive calamity there, really. Tried to change it. Yeah.
We needed that.
Yeah, so it's a square defensive pass from Burnley, and then Christie just got there, before the intended target, and it was an easy slot home, wasn't it? But I'm glad we got that goal, mate, because it was quiet, it was horrible, wasn't it?
It was quiet, it was horrible. We haven't had a goal since the restart. It needed to happen. Now, Burnley are making all kinds of mistakes. Yeah.
This is pretty dull. We got the equaliser, great, but Burnley have had 65% of the possession, mate.
Yeah, probably over that now. Not great. Not sure what the plan is going forwards.
I mean, Tom's really enjoying it. He's clock watching. He's not 38 yet. He's not 38 yet.
No, I just looked at 66, I think, at the moment, possession for Burnley.
Yeah.
It's just, I just can't believe we're playing counter-attack against Burnley.
There we go.
Hello. Oh, offside. What inclement weather we have at Deancourt today. The lights are on, grey, but it's brightening up. He's offside. It's got to be off. No, it's not off. It is going to be checked. I mean, wow. I think it may be checked, but Lewis Cook gave up possession, and Burnley had numbers. So it was about 3-on-2, and
they had about 3 chances to score, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
And that's why we're wondering if it's offside. But to be fair, they could have scored earlier.
Right, it's all good. Championship Burnley 2-1.
I wouldn't say it's all good, Sam.
Yeah.
It's a goal for Burnley, and to be fair, deserved. We've not made our goal count in terms of turning the play over and making ourselves a bit more dominant in the game.
I think that's the correct outcome of the first half, isn't it? And Lewis Cook's individual mistake there, which let him in, it just kind of sums it up. We're giving away possession so much, especially on that left side, playing in little tight spaces, but we've just not got the confidence to retain the ball.
No, we're
lack of quality all over.
Exactly, we're not progressive, we're not aggressive, we're not anything at the moment. It's just a little bit. It's like the weather, mate. It's just a bit disappointing.
Adam, sorry to say it, mate, but your 3-1 isn't going to come in now.
Oh no.
I know.
That was a flag though. It's
3-1 to Burnley maybe, but not to us.
No.
Went down for a wee, and it's 3-1. 3-1. We are absolutely appalling. We got a corner though to finish the half. Let's see if we can get something. There's a very telling reaction there. Half time, 3-1. Half time, and I've rarely used this word, but I'm gobsmacked at how bad it is. Tell him it's shit, says Gary. I'm gobsmacked how bad it is, mate.
I am. I don't know why I'm surprised, but I am. Obviously, look, don't get me wrong, Burnley were a good side, but they've made 6 changes.
Yeah.
I didn't expect to have. They've had over 60% possession. They've had all the play. I mean, let's be real. Our goal was because they just gave us a goal. Chrissy done his best and missed it, but he put it in. But yeah, there's a lot of people talking and saying, Parker, we all agree that it wasn't working, we didn't really like the plan, but there was a plan. Yeah. I don't really get what our plan is, if there is any. And this in danger of if they get a couple more, he could be gone, because I think it could get that bad. They're walking through us at will. So easy for them. Both their wingers have caused us so many problems, and we've gone full strength pretty much, bar Lerma. And it's really bad. It's really, really bad. It's almost worse than Palace, considering the fact that the opposition.
It feels dreadful. It feels awful. But there's just there seems to be no belief in the side at all.
No.
You know, there's not many smiles. Of course, there would be a 3-1 down, but I don't know. It just seems to be very empty and very soulless in the stadium at the moment.
It does, and you can see. I saw in particular, me and Tiggs were saying, Lewis and Adam Smith really irate with the players, with the staff, like kind of really frustrated with how things are going. And that's not saying them two are playing particularly well, but obviously they're more longer-serving players, are obviously not happy what's going on. But I just don't really get it. I don't really get what any. It's like just chuck some players out. I've noticed that midfield three, like Rothwell's dropping deep. I don't get that.
I don't want to go back in. I don't want to go back in for the second half.
I'm happy I've got
I mean, can you explain?
I'm shocked, to be quite honest with you. That third goal was dreadful. He just walked straight through us.
Honestly.
You're glad you missed it. I just don't really understand what the plan is. I think it looks a bit planless.
That's what we were saying.
Yeah.
That's what we were saying. We were saying about how, regardless of if you don't like the plan, so Parker, you at least you kind of go, well, I get what he's trying to do.
Yeah.
I don't really understand what we're trying to do. Why are we playing in this game and letting Burnley have the ball? And we're playing, so it's almost like, okay, so we're playing counter-attack, but we're not playing any quick. Do you know what I mean? So if you play counter-attack, you play Dembele. So I don't really understand what we're trying to do. It'd be interesting to see if we make any changes. But
it'd be nice to keep the ball, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would be lovely. We're playing it out from the back and then just going long to Solanke, and there's no one near him. It's frustrating. I actually feel for Gaz, and I feel for the team, because I just want to, and especially at home, I want to see the crowd have something to cheer about and get behind them. But at the moment, the atmosphere is dull because I don't think we feel like we've got anything to cheer about. We haven't had since the break, so we'll see what happens.
We've got one back! One back! Come Solanke!
We've got a score for the Cherries, number 9, Dominic Solanke!
Well, there's no one else capable of rescuing it, is there? Come on! Go on! Oh! Across the goal it goes! Oh, so unlucky! We go for it! Come on! Tiggs is doing his best to raise the crowd. Come on, Bournemouth! Come on, Bournemouth! Wow. Burnley have scored.
Fuck off that Kelly off, get rid of him! Fuck's spectating!
They were playing it around nicely, Burnley, weren't they?
Yeah, they were.
But Lloyd Kelly.
Again, we lost possession through something very silly. Lloyd Kelly's sent it long after having the ball at his feet for quite a long time. Picked out his pass. It's come straight back up to them, and that's it.
I mean, it was a nice in-step finish, like into the bottom left-hand corner there.
Billy, you start joining in soon.
We had this for sort of 5 minutes, didn't we?
Yeah, exactly. We sort of have the ascendancy for a moment and we lose it so quickly.
Nice!
Oh! Just looking. Neil Dawson. That is a comedic goal as I've ever seen. Tom is not impressed. Oh, that's a good flick. Oh! Fucking hell! How on earth? Fair play to Kelly for trying to make amends with that. Hit the bar twice? Was that twice we hit the bar? Did we hit it twice? Clean off the line and then hit the bounce. Plastic jeers, mate. I'm hearing it all. It's not very nice here.
It's not. A lot of people leaving. A few people leaving already. Yeah. Dembele just got the ball, set to go, and he got us a little bit excited with a jinky little movement before he got.
I mean, that's all we got.
That's all we got. We got jinky little movements.
see what people are going to say on the fan cams, eh? This might not be pretty.
Here we are outside Dean, quite a disappointing defeat.
Really interesting, actually. All the players started. They'll get promoted out.
So, back home after a very fraught free-for-all. Yeah, you know, it's not great. You can't really defend that type of performance. Bournemouth were absolutely abject today, and I've started off this vlog in this position, and to be honest I wish I stayed here all day, because that today was a very sorry showing. We look clueless at times, and the individual mistakes that are littered throughout the side will get punished when you're playing teams of the calibre of Burnley. And let's face it, it's not something that took us by surprise. What has taken me by surprise is some of Gary O'Neill's post-match reactions and opinions in some of the local media, which echoes of Parker there. The performance wasn't good enough, and it's not been good enough since he got the permanent job, which makes you wonder, was it just a managerial bounce once Parker lost the job? Because it seems like the players are not buying into it. Of course, we want to get behind him, and I think he's a bit like a deer in the headlights a little bit. He's been thrust into this position where the club were obviously toying with other names, and he's got the job, and he's now learning how difficult and how ruthless the Premier League is. And it should be a lesson to Foley as well, because Foley's been saying things like, we're not going to get relegated, and things like, we're going to get 4 or 5 players in. He's coming out with all these statements that not many other chairmen would ever really say. It shows a bit of naivety there. It's like promising your missus a really extravagant meal at the Ivy, and then you sort of realise you can't get in the Ivy, so you end up going to the local Wetherspoons. Obviously, as a result, the anger that's experienced in the fan base is more, because you've been told these things, and it's a complete contrast with what you're seeing on the pitch. If you just maybe tempered the expectation a little bit and just said, you know, this is what we're going to try to do, then I think the reaction towards Gary O'Neill at the moment might not be as strong, because we've had so many positive and really exciting comments that have been coming out of the club hierarchy that it's actually made things a lot worse for Gary O'Neill, because it has been really poor. Look, there's some big decisions to be made. I'm not saying it needs to be made this week, but I think the game against Brentford will be absolutely telling as to where we're at. They're flying at the moment, and Bournemouth, well, we're dropping like an absolute stone. It's scary and it's horrible, but yeah, these conversations do need to be had, and we're going to be reflecting a lot of it on social media and on this YouTube channel throughout the week. So if you've got anything to say, let us know. In the description is how to contribute to our future videos this week. And yeah, we need to be constructive, we need to be eloquent, and we do need to stick together, but it's very difficult to stick together when you're seeing stuff like that out on the pitch. A very, very difficult day for Bournemouth fans, and sorry that I went, really.